Be strong and don't be discouraged. There are three things that they have given to us here in Africa. But those three things are three things that we are fighting. We have been fighting those three things, but it's time to defeat those three things. Those three things are fear, anxiety, depression. Those are three things they give to us. Those are three things they give to our leader. Those are three things they give to those who say they go to church every Sunday. Fear, anxiety, depression. Because our leaders are in depression. And I will tell you why they have put them in depression. These so-called colonial masters, when they come to you, they will pick you. They will tell you so whole lot of good things, like normal as the serpent normally do. You think that's true, that's lie. They will promise you everything in life. You think that's how it will be, that's lie. They will give you security. They will give you fund. Because they can't harm your brother, they will use you to harm your brothers because you are God. They can't do you nothing. Unless through your brother, they can do you anything they want to do you. They don't even have any strength. So they will give you those three things. Those three things are fear, anxiety, depression. That's what they give to you. They will pick you, they will put you on power. They will give you fund to get security around you. Once you fail to do what they ask you to do you know the next thing they do to you? They will draw the fund away from you. I'm talking to our leaders so they can understand, and that's what is going through in their life. If they cannot believe and they say that what God is saying to them is real, they will take off, they will stop their fund. You become getting depression. Depression will become coming to you. And they will ask your next brother, are you ready to do what they ask you? They will give the fund to your brother. And your brother will begin to fight you, fund his own military, fund his own everything. But why won't we get sense and help our own brothers? And tell them we don't need those their fund because you have everything to raise fund for you. And what they do to you in religion is that the same thing, anxiety, depression, fear. Fear of when you die, you go to hell, when you never die. Anxiety will come upon you. No matter the amount of money you have anxiety. No matter any amount of money you have, you are in depression because you are always in fear. Am I doing the right thing? Am I doing the wrong thing? Try to please somebody you have never seen before. All those things, you that is going to church, doing religion, reasoning what I'm saying. Those three things are what they give to you to keep you in bondage, to keep you enslaved. You always fear about when I die, I will go to hell. And that place you are is the right place that is taking you to hell, but you don't know. They will allow you to forget your father who gave birth to you. You call them evil. They will make you, tell you they will be the one to save you. And you forget those people you are calling is someone, as people normally say, someone's ancestors. Then your own father become evil. They put those three things in you. But I will go to the book of Deuteronomy today to read 1 or 2, 3 verses, and we see how it will go. Then we reason from there together and to see if these three things are what is worrying you. But mostly, they give it to the man of God who preached to you on pulpit. They fund them. They tell them to teach you lies. But I can't do that. I can't do that. My God helps me. He feeds me. I normally say, if it is what I find I eat, I'm okay with that. This life is transit. If I'm meant to come back, I will come back through my generation again. So those three things. Then I go to Deuteronomy 31. And let's just read from Deuteronomy 31. And we can see how it goes. And see whether if what they're giving us is true or lie. But I pray that the Most High God will be with us. My prayer is that those who has known the truth, will the Most High not forsake them. Because sometimes they use our women against us, and our women fail to understand. And I keep telling married men, I'm a married man. I pull my wife out from church. I tell him, if you want to go to church, marry someone from the church. So when you come into the house, both of you can discuss fine. The discussion will be on a very good mood because I practice different life. You can come into my house and be telling me, so since you are a Christian, look for a Christian to marry. If you are Hindu, look for a Hindu to marry. If you are Judaism, look for a Judaism to marry. You see how your marriage will go on. That's it. Then if you're traditionalist, look for a traditionalist to marry. If you believe in nature, look for a woman who believes in nature to marry. You see how your marriage goes. So I pull my wife out from church and I tell her to join me. That's why anytime I come here, I preach what my father asked me to preach. Then we go to Deuteronomy 31:1. Then we see where all the mistakes come from. If our leaders can listen and turn back, God still have time for them. The Most High still have time for them. Our Father still have time for them, waiting for them. The door is open for them to come in. Look at what Deuteronomy says. Joshua, new leader of Israel. We can have a new leader here in Nigeria. We can have a new leader here in Biafra. We can have a new leader in Oduduwa. We can have a new leader in Arewa. They are trying to put problem in us, but we are one family, one brother. Nobody can dare this color. God is living in you. God is in dark. You know that He's in you. So let's read the verse and see how it goes. Deuteronomy 31 says, Then Moses went, spoke those words to all Israelites. Then Moses went. Then Suleiman went, then Chibuzon went, then Garoba went, then Lawan went. Speak all those words to his own people. Do the word Biafra, whether we are together in Nigeria, but we need to kick these people out. Then speak those words to them. And he said to them, I am 120 years old. I can no longer go out, come in. Also the Lord has said to me, you shall not cross over this Jordan. You see, you shall not cross over this Jordan. You shall not cross over this Jordan. The Lord your God, the Lord your God. You see, you shall not cross over this Jordan. The Lord says to him, the Lord your God himself cross over before you. He will destroy the nation before you, and you shall dispose them. The Lord your God will cross over before you wherever he promised you, and he will make everything perfect, and you will come and take away all the trash. Joshua himself cross over before you. The prophet who is going, Suleiman may cross over before you if he's a prophet. Adamu may cross over before you if he's a prophet. Chibuzon may cross over before you if it is a prophet, and he will dispose everything. Then you see the Lord your God cross over before you. Then why is it now that after God has done, your God of ancestors has done those things for you, then what is the concerning of the Jesus that comes later? Do you see where our problem starts? Our God has crossed over before us in the land that he has promised us and make everything well better for Africa. Then Africa now brings another God in. Are you coming across this verse? Would you use it and go and ask your preacher on the pulpit questions? I read it again. The Lord your God crossed over before you. Then Joshua now crossed over before you. Joshua himself crossed over before you, just as the Lord has said. And the Lord will do to them as he has said. Why? Where did this Jesus come from? When your Lord said he will cross over before you, now you cross over and you now import Jesus. You see where our suffering starts. We keep praying. Our prayers are not answering because we forget about God that has crossed over before us. The God of our Father. The gods of our ancestors. Brother, let's reason. Leaders, let's reason. Let's think about this. I love you. God be with you.